On September 1st, 2023, political commentator Heel vs. Babyface, also known as Az, hosted a livestream on his YouTube channel in which he played Starfield, a video game developed by Bethesda Softworks that has only just now entered early access. The livestream was actually the second one he dedicated to playing the game, and everything was going fine until the 1 hour and 40-minute mark of the stream, when he decided to rant about an aspect of the game, which was the character creator forcing the player to pick between a set of 3 pronouns: he, him, she, her, and they, them.
Bethesda, there is nothing I love more than to sit down, comfy chair, turn on my PC, fire up a brand new RPG, lose myself, think, oh my god, just think of this world, just think of all the planets I can visit, all the immersive things that I can get involved with, all the fights, all the relationships, all the people I meet, all the places I go. I'm so excited to go there. And you know, I love nothing more than, with all of that laid out in front of me, I love nothing more than to be dragged out at every fucking conceivable opportunity so you can fucking current day us. Sorry, did you want to get immersed in our world? Yeah, well, guess what? Fucking pronouns! Fucking gender ambiguity! Fucking current day Californian shit! Because that's all we fucking know! Because we're boring! We're so fucking boring! We can't see past our own fucking reflection! That's the level of our narcissism here at Bethesda Western Game Company. Fuck your immersion. Fuck you having a good time. Fuck you falling into a world and just getting lost. No, no, no. Current fucking day. Fuck off. You're boring. You're fucking dull. You have nothing to say. You are a one-hived mind twat waffle. That's all you fucking are. And you wonder why people are getting so fucking sick and tired. You take everything we love, all our immersions, all our fantasies, all our escapism, and you just can't help shovel your dog shit, fucking crap ideology into everything, every single solitary fucking thing.
You guys probably want to know what I think about Az's rant. Well, I hate to disappoint the contrarians in my audience, but I agree 100% with everything the man said. I too am sick and tired of woke ideology being forced into nearly every aspect of our entertainment, from video games to movies to cartoons to comic books, because it's taking away the primary draw of escapist fiction, which is that it's meant to be an escape from those real-world issues. However, I'm not here to cover Az's rant. Instead, I'm here to cover what the Act Man said about Az's rant, because it's a depressingly blatant example of becoming the very monster you used to fight against. If you don't know who the Act Man is, he's a video game reviewer who is perhaps best known for his Why is X Game So Good and or Bad series, as well as his recent feud with another video game reviewer named Quantum TV, during which the latter abused the copyright system to censor the former. Now personally, I like the Act Man, and I've watched and rewatched several of his videos over the years. He's got a sharp eye for dissecting what does and doesn't work about the video games he's reviewing, a no-holds-barred sense of humor, and until recently, he was the kind of person who I had immense respect for. Let's find out why I lost that respect for him. Quote, gorilla-shaped man on the verge of crying because Starfield lets you pick pronouns at the start of the game and then it's never brought up again. Somebody please shoot this guy with a bear tranquilizer. He's going to attack someone. Personally, I don't really give a fuck that the Act Man made fun of Az by calling him, quote, gorilla-shaped, and saying that he needs to be shot with a bear tranquilizer. Az literally did the exact same thing himself to the developers of Starfield, and I've done that myself throughout several of my own commentaries. No, my issue is that the Act Man is missing the point of Az's rant. It's not the pronouns being in the game that he has a problem with. It's why they're in the game. The pronouns themselves are a symptom of a wider problem facing mainstream entertainment, which is the insertion, whether subtle or blatant, of leftist propaganda, which is making it harder and harder for people like Az and myself to immerse ourselves in the escapist media we pay good money to consume. So already, the Actman is purposefully missing the point in order to paint Az as some unhinged maniac who's making a mountain out of the smallest molehill imaginable. What I also take issue with is his assertion that the pronouns are, quote, never brought up again. In a role-playing game that is no doubt going to be 100+ hours long and hasn't even been officially released yet, I refuse to believe that this is the case. In everyday human speech, we use other people's pronouns pretty regularly, and the same is doubtless going to be true for a game set in the far future where you explore outer space. So unless the Actman can prove that your character's pronouns are never brought up again after you exit the character creation screen, I think he's outright lying. Last but not least, if the pronouns being in Starfield's character creator is not that big of a deal, then why are you getting all worked up about Az's opinion of it? Why do you care if some gorilla-shaped man doesn't like that Starfield makes you choose what your character's pronouns are? Surely there are more important things to complain about in the video game community if indeed pronouns being in Starfield's character creator is no big deal, right? Now, I'm going to skip the Actman's second tweet about Az, since it's just an unfunny meme in which he calls him a virgin, and jump right into his third tweet, because that's where shit gets really spicy. Quote, so I wanted to see what that guy who screamed about pronouns in Starfield thought about the Hogwarts Legacy boycott, and I was not disappointed. The hypocrisy is prophetic. Attached to his tweet is a short video in which he splices a clip from a video Az had made about the boycott of the video game Hogwarts Legacy that was staged by left-wing activists during the game's launch in February of this year, with clips of his rant about Starfield's character creator forcing you to choose your character's pronouns.
I will not be berated, bullied, intimidated into not playing a game because you think it attacks you or goes against your ideology. Boo fucking who? Man up! Fucking pronouns! Boo fucking who? Man up! Fucking gender ambiguity! You think it attacks you or goes against your ideology, and you just can't help shovel your dog shit! You think it attacks you or goes against your ideology. Fucking crap! Ideology into everything! You think it attacks you or goes against your ideology, goes against your ideology, goes against your ideology. We can't see past our own fucking reflection!
Agreed.
Actman, I have a question to ask you. Did you actually listen to the videos that you were editing together? Because if you did, you'd be able to glean that what Az was complaining about in his Hogwarts Legacy video was the harassment campaigns people on Twitter were running against anybody who dared to stream themselves playing the game. And I know that that's what he was complaining about, because unlike you, I went back and listened to what he said in the original video. Here are the clips I'm talking about.
You know, this whole aspect isn't in any way, shape, or form being pandered to such a degree that a lot of very dangerous people are now exploiting it for their own methods while hiding behind a shield, a protective shield of, you can't touch me, because if you do, you're a bigot, you're an ism, we'll get the police round to arrest you because you dare to differ from the programming. We're stunning and brave. We're progressive. This is the party of love and unity. And if you don't do what we say, we'll destroy your life. So much so Let's just click on this tweet below. This guy here created a website, or at least is promoting a website where you can put a streamer's name into the search engine and it will tell you whether or not they have streamed Hogwarts Legacy. Now look at them. They have streamed that wizard game. These people are fucking pathetic. Pathetic. They can't even say the name. They're that pathetic. And of course, anyone that they deem to have transgressed, they will attack. They will bully. They will intimidate. They will attack. These people aren't stunning and brave. They're vile. Do as we say. Call us what we want. We demand respect. Well, guess what? You never get respect unless it's earned. This is a generation. This is a group of people who are being so protected. They are not in any shape, way, or form under attack. They are not in any way, shape, or form fearing for anything. These are the privileged people. And do you know how you can tell that? Because you can always tell who's in power and who has the power when you're not allowed to criticize them. That takes a tremendous amount of power. In the UK, you can be arrested and put in prison for saying things online that people get their fifis heard about. Well, guess what, Buttercup? You can add me to that list because I'll be playing this game. I won't be playing it on Twitch because that's a devil site. But I'll be streaming it here on YouTube and I'll be streaming it proud. I won't care who comes into my stream and says what. You ain't getting nowhere. I'm going to have a lot of fun doing it because I won't cow down to the mob. I will not be berated, bullied, intimidated into not playing a game because you think it attacks you or goes against your ideology. Boo fucking who? Man up! You've got the penis! Gamers want a game. They don't want to get involved in your pathetic politics. They don't want to get involved in your stupid attempts at canceling people because you got a problem with something 5 years ago that 99% of the planet would point at you and go, shut the fuck up. Get out of here, you crazy weirdo.
Not only are there clips of Az clearly explaining what his issues with the boycott were, but there's also a clip of him warning his viewers not to harass the people he's talking about.
Anyone I mentioned in the video, do not go after. Do not confront. I disavow anyone that does. I'm just bringing you what's happening. That's what we're discussing.
In fact, the dude was so nice, he did it twice.
Again, do not approach any of these people. Disavow anyone that does. I am simply giving an opinion on what is being said.
Now, with this in mind, I have another question to ask you. Where in Az's Starfield rant did he call for people to harass those who were streaming the game and liking it? Here's a better question. Where in his rant did he call for a boycott of Starfield at all? Here's an even better question. Where in his original rant about the Hogwarts Legacy boycott did he say that it was wrong to boycott anything? The answer to all three of those questions is fucking nowhere, because you're a dishonest hack who's desperate to own the chuds, so you edited together this little video where you try to call a man out on his hypocrisy, even though the arguments you highlighted are anything but hypocritical. I expect this kind of slimy bullshit from leftoids like Hassan Piker and Vosh, but not from you, man. You've dedicated entire videos to calling out this sort of partisan hackery, and yet here you are, misconstruing a person's arguments in order to make them look worse than they are because they said something you personally disagree with in a manner you personally dislike. Worse still, you're doing all of this horse shit to support a video game from a developer whose last offering was, quite literally, a scam. I can think of no better way to end this video than with these verses from a certain Samson song I can't name for fear of this video getting taken down.
You sound dumb, you should shut that ass up. You a clueless motherfucker, you should shut that ass up. I'm like, huh? You should shut that ass up. You a stupid motherfucker, you should shut that ass up. Anything for some cash, yeah.
I'm Alex the Critic, and I'll see you guys next time.